So this is a video to show you how to draw a concentration time graph for F325. It's really important that we get these right because you can lose very simple marks for making some little silly common errors. So I've got this data set here and I've already got my axes drawn for me, which is 9 out of 10 times you have to draw a graph in an exam, your axes are already there. The next thing you need to do is you need to label your axes. Okay, label them. So on our x-axis here, we're going to have time. And then on our y-axis, we're going to have concentration. The next most important thing which people drop marks for is not actually putting units on the graph. So in rate of reaction, time is in seconds. And we all should know, hopefully by now, that concentration is moles per decimetre cubed. If you haven't give your graph a title, especially in PSCs, make sure you give your graph a title. So the next thing you need to do is you need to plot your graph. But before you can do that, you need to give your axes a value set. So obviously 0 is going to be there. We have 0 as the lowest point for time, and our highest is 50. Don't do a silly thing by making it complicated by using the smallest squares that you can. If you've got a full piece of graph paper, make sure that you give a value the biggest area you can. So in this instance, I want to go up to 50, and I've got enough squares on the bottom for time to make sure that I can go up to 50 using one big square. So here I'm going to use that as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'm going to go one more 60 for good measure. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now concentration, I need to do the same. So in this instance I'm going to use a big square is equal to 0.05. My highest unit is 0.2 and my lowest is 0.005. But I'm going to start this one at 0.05. Then I'm going to go up to 0.1. Then I'm going to have 0.15. I can't fit this on because I've wrote over there, but 0.2. And then I'm going to have 0.25. Okay. So nice and easy for us to be able to read this. So now this is where the biggest mistakes are made in drawing graphs, is plotting the values wrong. Always double check your data at the end, and always make sure that you double check before you mark it on there as well. So I've got 0 and 0.2, so we've got 0 and 0.2, we've got 10, 0.1, got 20, 0.05, we've got 30 and half of that. You see how I can do it really fast because I've given the boxes quite big values. We've got 40 is half of that again. And then 50 is there. So you can see now on this graph, I've got a nice curve. We need to put a line of best fit, but we can't put a straight line of best fit, so we do a curve of best fit, and we just literally join up all these data plots. And that is how to draw a concentration time graph. So I'm just going to go over some of the points that you really need to double check that you've done before you leave the exam question, especially in a PSC. Labelled your axes, units as well. Both of them units. Double check your data points before you leave it, so 0 and 0.2, 10 and 0.1, 20 and 0.5, 30 and half of that at 0.025, and again, double check it before you leave it. I know it sounds really like common sense, but honestly the most mistakes are made at the most fundamental part of these concentration time graphs. And that's it for this video.